Most fashion trends disappear within a season. The pieces that stay are the ones that solve a problem women keep having year after year. That's why some items survive decade after decade. Why, you may ask? They stay because they add personality where an outfit feels too predictable. In other words, they keep earning their place. So today I want to share 5 pieces I'm wearing on repeat right now. Not because they're trending, but because I believe they will still be relevant long after most of this year's trends have disappeared. So let's begin. There are many ways to wear these two, as you're about to see. Nothing too out there, and yet there's something about the way a simple camisole or a tube top can change an outfit. They add something that a simple t-shirt doesn't. When we think of layerings, first thing that comes to mind is a cardigan or a jacket over a t-shirt or a shirt. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it can make layering feel rather boring sometimes. A camisole top, on the other hand, lends a je ne sais quoi feel, while a tube top adds a bit of sexy appeal that feels so feminine and chic. So I'm gonna start with a tube top styled with a maxi skirt, styled with a stack of pearls and a long pendant necklace. There's something about this combination that makes the body super statuesque and glamorous without even trying. Now here I styled it 2 ways, with palazzo pants and jeans and colorful accessories, and suddenly the outfit oozes presence. Now, one look I found myself wearing again and again lately. Silk shirts styled as jackets over camisoles or tube tops with pants. Although I'm starting to ditch the shirt and swap the pants for lightweight skirts or bermudas when it's 95 degrees outside, I love tube tops with large pendant necklaces like this. And last one, I promise. A camisole styled with a leather skirt and relaxed shoes. I love this for a casual Friday at the office setting because it's unexpected. What's interesting is that these types of tops have existed for decades. The difference isn't the item itself, it's how we're styling it. Not as mere casual item, but as a deliberate element within the outfit. And that shift feels incredibly current. Fashion has a tendency to swing between extremes. When your sunglasses become enormous, the next year they're microscopic. Then suddenly everything feels dated. While sunglasses are different, mostly because they are a more delicate way to complement an outfit. So they give you permission to get more bold with your clothes, colors, shapes, layers, etc. I love them styled with wild hair too. And I suggest silver rather than gold though. If there's one accessory that instantly signals personality, it might be a long strand of beads. It doesn't need to be dramatic, but it's definitely expressive, especially when it comes to a very minimalist wardrobe where everything is clean, minimal, safe, or slightly anonymous. I personally love what a long strand of pearls or beads does to a baby tee or a tube top, or how it breaks up dark colors. Or if it's something like a green strand, they can serve as breakthrough point. can hang loosely, it can be doubled or layered. There's a creativity to it that feels deeply personal. And unlike many statement necklaces, it doesn't overwhelm. It simply tells a story. And that's the mark of a great accessory. I have said many times that belts are punctuation marks, and I still believe that. Most women think of belts as functional though, something that keeps the trousers in place. Stylish women use them differently, particularly when all of our fabrics are about to get lightweight. A solid leather belt will do a good job grounding them. They become a way of keeping it simple with wardrobe staples like jeans and t-shirts or button-down shirts, for example. While taking small risks with new expressions that allow us to localize the feeling of excitement without losing the plot completely. With that dynamism, here in this plain look, I'm simply wearing a burgundy pencil skirt, a brown shirt, and gold pumps. But the belt styled over the shirt produces a tunic effect that's very creative. And this one is the simplest belt and simplest use case because a straightforward brown belt could more effectively and more surprisingly break up black layers than a white one or a taupe one could. And unlike many purchases, a belt doesn't require an entire new wardrobe. It transforms the one you already own, which is one of the reasons I've always loved them. They provide maximum impact with minimal effort. I don't mean uncomfortable shoes necessarily. What I mean is as we move into summer, there's a temptation to reinvent everything. But style rarely asks for a complete overhaul. The wardrobe you build still has value. Often a single unexpected detail is enough to make familiar pieces feel relevant again, like a boat shoe, for example. One your eye wasn't expecting. And tension creates visual interest. Some of the most stylish women I know wear very simple clothes. The difference is that they rarely finish an outfit with a predictable shoe. And that's where the magic happens. What's interesting about all these 5 pieces is that none of them are truly new. They all existed before, and they will most likely certainly exist again. Because style isn't really about finding something nobody has ever seen. It's about seeing familiar things differently. A top that changes the vibe of the outfit. Sunglasses that introduce subtle coolness. Beads that bring your personality forward. Belts that put your outfit together. Shoes that add tension. These pieces survive because they continue to solve visual problems. And that's why I believe in them. Not because they're trending, but because they help an outfit feel more alive. And ultimately, that's what personal style is. Not following fashion, neither rejecting it, but using fashion as a language to say something uniquely your own. And if you ever felt pressure to constantly buy something new in order to stay stylish, I hope this video reminds you that often the most powerful pieces are the ones that never really go away. They're simply waiting for a new interpretation. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Ciao, ciao.